Hello everyone, welcome to Livable Planet. On Instagram, few days back, I posted a video of how to make a DIY sunscreen cream, and many of you, while I'm shooting the video, I have like 1800 comments on it. But whenever this video goes on, I don't know how many comments are there, but so many of you wanted to know the recipe. Why not make a recipe video? As we all know that whatever cream we put any oil, we put any cream, we put anything on our skin, of course goes into the bloodstream, because this is your skin and it has pores in it, right? That is how we breathe, that is how we sweat from our skin. Now whatever we apply on our skin, all the chemicals, all the toxins, everything which we are putting on actually goes inside our bloodstream, and our body has to detoxify, has to remove these toxins somehow. So why to load our body with more and more chemicals and toxins in our skin? Whenever I'm going for a like a vacation where there's a lot of sun, I always travel with this sunscreen, with this DIY sunscreen. I keep experimenting with some different essential oils, and sometimes I add that non-nano zinc oxide also. This is option for you. If you are okay, then you want to add, you can add. All of these ingredients are available on Amazon also, and if you don't get, you can even get it on in any medical shop also. Honestly telling you, on everyday use, I don't use sunscreen. I either protect myself by wearing a hat if I'm in the sun, or an umbrella, or just let my body tan. I just moisturize my skin with some coconut oil in summers and with sesame oil in winters, and that's it. And rest of the times I let my skin tan, and then I detan with some natural things like probably mixing besan with some tomato. So the whole point I'm trying to tell here is that don't be afraid of sun. One. Second thing, that be as away as you can be of chemicals and toxins. So let's dive into, I have prepared all the stuff there, making the DIY sunscreen. So yay, we finally begin. So we begin by plucking some fresh aloe vera straight from my garden, and there's nothing better than starting with something this pure and healing. I'm soaking the freshly cut aloe vera in the water to let the yellow latex drain out. This part of aloe vera, known as aloin, can sometimes irritate sensitive skin, so it's better to let it release into water before we begin. This step ensures our sunscreen is skin friendly and calming. Before we begin, I would just want to show you that I ordered these like 2 bottles from Blinkit so that we can fill in our sunscreen lotion in that. Now coming out to the difficult step, which is to scoop out the aloe vera gel. But this is the real hero of our sunscreen. Aloe vera is rich in antioxidants, vitamin A, C and E, and has amazing cooling and healing properties. While it does not have a high SPF on its own, but it gives around SPF 4 to 8, and it's a great base to protect, hydrate and soothe our skin also. All the quantity of all the ingredients will be mentioned in the caption. Also talking about the shelf life of DIY sunscreen, it's very low. As I mentioned to you that I don't use it every day, and I only make this batch when I'm traveling or I'm going out for a vacation. So it's easier for me to just travel with this 100 ml of this bottle of sunscreen, and my vacation is set. So you can also try that. And in case you want to store it for a little longer, what you can do is you can keep it in the fridge after making it, and it can be used for up till a week. Now I'm going to add my nourishing ingredients in the sunscreen, with starting with rose water and then glycerin to lock in moisture. And then I'm adding some coconut oil, which also has some natural SPF and keeps the skin moisturized. And then carrot seed oil, raspberry seed oil, and then lavender oil, which will also offer natural UV protection and are rich in antioxidants. Now we blend all of this into a smooth and creamy mixture. I'm pouring this liquid sunscreen into a bottle. This is a lightweight, everyday option. Honestly, you don't need a fancy bottle like I have. You can take any bottle and keep it in that. And your DIY sunscreen is ready. Now you can, just mix it and apply it. You can apply it on your hands, you can apply it on your body, you can even apply it on your face. And in a separate bottle, I am mixing the same blend but adding the non-nano zinc oxide. Now, zinc oxide is a mineral that creates a physical barrier on the skin to reflect the UV rays, great for stronger sun protection. It's totally optional, but if you're spending longer hours outside, then this extra step adds more power to your sunscreen. So, yes, my second bottle of DIY sunscreen is ready. Put in your bottle, and this is your skin loving sunscreen here. I'm applying it on my face and hands and it feels fresh, non-greasy and smells lovely. This is perfect for summer heat, gentle on sensitive skin and made with so much love. Try this recipe at home and let me know how it works for you. We will test these 2 bottles tomorrow morning and we will show you how they are working. I'm stepping out today and I'm taking the sunscreen without the non-nano zinc oxide for my face, and I have not applied any makeup here and just some coconut oil, and over that I'm applying this lotion thoroughly. Let's take a moment to understand that the sun is not our enemy. In fact, it's essential for life, for vitamin D and for our overall well-being. But yes, prolonged exposure, especially during the peak hours, can cause damage to the skin. And wearing chemical-based sunscreen every day is not the ideal solution. They often contain ingredients that may harm both your skin and the environment. And here I take the non-nano zinc oxide lotion for my arms. But the best protection is actually natural shielding. Cover your skin with breathable clothing or an umbrella or a hat. And this DIY is basically an SOS. Safe, soothing and protective. Wait for part 2 for seeing the effects. And for more,